Good morning, Args. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, FSG. How about yourself?
I am doing very well. In fact, straight off the back of Logging League #1 last night, so
Yes.
feeling a little bit tired, but rather pleased with how it went.
Yeah, I'm still buzzing, and you've still got a Volvo hat on, so you were obviously very, very excited about it.
Yeah.
Carry the attire across. But we've got to move on and turn our attention here to Hanna, Indiana, and tasks we've got to do today.
That is right, and we've got the seeding of the large field to do. We're going to put soybeans in the big field over the road from where we were working last week.
Yep.
And then I think our canola's probably just about ready to harvest too, isn't it?
It will be just about. I think we have to skip forward into July, but certainly looking nice and bright and yellow over behind you. The other thing we can get in and roll the soybeans as well. That was the other task. The Mandako
Yes,
there.
that's true. Want to maximise our yield on that as much as we can, don't we?
That we do. Absolutely. So I guess there's nothing left to do. Go and jump into some planters and get moving in the big field over there.
Yep, let's get stuck into it.
All right. Yes, hello everyone. Welcome back to Hanna, Indiana, here with the Farm Sim guy. We are getting straight into work today. We've got this field here to carry on and plant. I'm just having a look at that. FSG certainly checking out. pH values are looking good, which is nice. And nitrogen, we obviously don't need to worry about that because of soybeans, but it has some nitrogen on there as well, so hopefully that will carry on for the next crop. But we're just going to jump straight here into the fence and carry on getting the soybeans planted. And then we do have the task of rolling. Of course, we've only got the single roller, so we'll just have to see how that goes. It shouldn't take too long to get these 3 fields rolled. And in fact, if one of us, we could even think about going, and while one of us is finishing off the planting, going and make a start on the rolling. But we might as well at least get things up and going here and underway and knock out as much of this field as we can together. Otherwise, it's over there into that bright yellow field, which in another month, we skip forward to July, that should be pretty browned off and ready to harvest. See FSG there, he's getting his planter unfolded and getting set up and ready to go. We'll let him spend a minute doing that, so hopefully he'll get a GPS course set up for us to use. We can piggyback off the back of that and we'll be good to get into it. Now, just while he's doing that, I was just taking a look here at the pigs. We're getting close to maturity, 83%. Of course, they reproduce from 6 months old. We're currently at 5, so we're not too far away from seeing some piglets arrive. Still got a decent amount of food, 23,000 litres, but we're mindful of the fact that's not going to last too much longer once we start to get an increase in numbers there in the pen. So certainly having to think about getting that corn into the feed mill as soon as we can. But there we go, FSG's up and going. A little bit of a lag there as he started off, and we'll let him get that GPS course like I said, and then hopefully we can get into it. So just getting the wings out here on the planter. Looks like FSG stopped up in front of us. Hopefully that is to save the GPS course. We're filled up with seed, so we're completely topped up there with seed. So won't say we won't, but we shouldn't have any issues running out of seed planting this. I don't remember the usage, but soybeans normally aren't too bad compared to some other crops. So we'll just get backed up here, head on around the approximate same line as FSG, and then we'll take a look and see if he's got that GPS course for us.
FSG to Args.
Yeah, go ahead, mate.
Field 22 plant times 2.
Perfect, thank you very much. Alright, I knew he'd be doing it. I'll just jump in here and have a look, and field 22 plant times 2 is right there. So that should be all set up. Everything set correctly. 60 foot wide are our planters, so we should hopefully be all good to go. We'll turn our lines on here, have a look. We can see FSG's line up there in front of us, but there we go, there is ours. So we'll get the planter turned on, get everything powered up, and start heading on along this line. Turn on the guidance, and we're underway planting here soybeans in the last of the fields here, field 22. So hopefully with these 2 planters it shouldn't take too long to race through this. So we'll crack into it and we'll catch you when we're done. powering down here on the very last pass. We've only got a little bit here left to do. FSG, you can see coming towards us, is on his last full width pass. Of course, we got a little bit ahead of him, and he actually let us jump frog in front because this plant is faster than the Kinsey, so he let us go ahead, so we went held up behind, which was a very decent of him. But it has not taken us very long to get this field planted at all, which is good. So we'll be able to move on, have all our soybeans in. Looking forward to having these as a cash crop. This could be a really, really good profit for us, considering if you think about how much barley we got off these fields. Obviously it won't yield quite as highly as the barley, but there's $250,000 or something worth of barley sitting in the silos, so if we can get $300,000-400,000 worth of soybeans off this, that's almost half our debt gone in these 3 fields. So lots of potential here for this, but we'll get to the end, we'll get things folded up, back over to the shed. We'll probably give this a clean down, give it a wash off, because it won't be needed for a wee while, and then we'll go and get hooked up to the roller, make a start on getting these fields all rolled. Just a reward for a job well done, planter. You get a nice bath and a nice clean off there, bit of a shower, get rid of all this dirt and dust, make you look brand new again. There we go, that's looking pretty good. Should probably shoot up the front and try and get a bit of the tractor. Hopefully the hose will go far enough. There we go, we can reach just to get it all done. See FSG coming in there in the background, so hopefully he's going to follow my lead and give everything a little bit of a clean off as well. Well, there we are, I think that's pretty good, so we'll just move forward here, be able to hop in and go and put it in the shed. Planter's tucked away, we've come over and got ourselves hooked up here to the Mandoko roller. That should do a good job pulling that, obviously with the nice big LSWs on there. Minimise that soil compaction on our already planted crops, which would be quite important. We could have always run with the row crops there on the other fence, but we'll just wait for FSG. He's going to go and back that all the way across the yard, go and put it away in the shed. We go and keep an eye on his backing skills, see if he can do this all in one go. He's lined up pretty straight there, he's looking pretty good actually. This is impressive. Can he get it all the way in there? Yes he can. And there we go, look at that. That is a most impressive backing. One and done, good man. Nice. Alright, looks like he's got it back in far enough. We'll get that shed put down. Get that closed up and we'll go and have a chat to him.
Nice and efficient that, Args.
I was just admiring your backing. One and done, it's very impressive.
Nailed it.
Nailed it, first time. That was good. Yeah, but very efficient getting that field done. It was not very long at all.
So there's nothing more for us to do, is there, than probably just skip forward to the start of the following month and start getting the canola out of the ground.
Yeah, did you want to run the roller over those soybean fields?
That's a good point, actually. We haven't done that, have we?
No, I've hooked the other tractor up to it. It does mean there's only one job for us, but I don't mind if you want to go and make a start on that. I might just have a bit of a tidy up here around the yard, get some of the honeybee header trailers and all those kind of things out of the way, if you want to make a start.
Alright, yeah, that's good. What, have we still got the corn headers on the combines as well?
No, we harvested barley last.
So we did.
Yes.
So we did. Alright.
Yes. And,
but no, I'll start on the rolling, yeah, see how far we get with it, and then yeah, make a call from there.
Yeah, sounds good. Alright.
Nice one, mate.
I'll put your tractor away too if you like.
If you would, that'd be great.
Alright. Oh, it looks like we're going to put this one away.
It's not a valet service on this farm, no?
Not last time I signed up for anything, I didn't think so. But
Oh,
sure.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. Where's the $5? Is there $5 in the sun visor?
Yeah, I tucked in the sun visor for you.
Alright, thank you.
Park it properly. You've got to park it properly first or I'll want it back.
You don't see it parked if it's valet. I'll just come and get it next time you need it. Bring it out for you.
Yeah, abandoned in a field somewhere.
That's right, yeah. Scratched up next to a Lamborghini. Alright. Go get rolling.
I'm on it.
We'll just watch FSG get underway here with his roller. Hopefully, it looks like he might be a bit close here. In fact, he's just figured that out. He needs to move over a little bit to give himself enough space there next to the trees. Tell you what, I wouldn't want to be taken out by that. I would be a Yos pancake in no time. But there we are. He is off and rolling. So we'll just pop in here. We should see that lovely smooth roll texture pop up. And there it is. Look at that. Beautiful. So everything's perfect pretty much in here. pH value is good. Nitrogen's obviously perfect because it doesn't expect any on there. And you can see we've got an expected yield there, 108% of a potential 110. So not too far off maximising everything we can on this field. But we'll leave FSG to it. We'll go and jump into, I'm not sure what we'll use, probably use the Banderanti and just run around with that, pick up some of these header trailers because it is just a little bit messy. And then we'll get things ready for when we're going to get over into that canola in the next few days. Well, there wasn't much to see while we did that, but we have gone and picked up the 3 header trailers, got them parked up over here, because the headers are obviously already on the combines. And what we're hoping, I know we can't fit them through here, I don't think, if I remember correctly, the headers are too wide to fit between the shed and the bin here, which was a little bit of poor planning when these bins were constructed. So I don't think we can get into the field this way, so we might have to have a look about going through one of the soybean fields that have just been planted. We have to delicately go through there. Obviously we can get the truck and grain carts in through that entrance, and we'll have to set things up for that. But just for what we're doing with the harvesters is that we won't be able to do that. But we've also got the field down on the other side of the road, just down the end there, which will probably only take 1 combine down to, maybe 2. And we'll certainly have no issues running on down the road there and getting those all ready to go. There we are. What I'm going to do, in fact, I might just jump in, check they're all full of diesel, everything's all good to go, all serviced and ready when we do get into them harvesting. Might even take the liberty of giving them a clean off because they are looking a tad grubby there. I've been through a bit of work though, and they've been treating us well, so we'll jump in here, we'll just go around them and have a little bit of a service. Well, one of the class was full, this one was pretty much empty, and the New Holland had about half a tank, so we're just getting some diesel in here. The New Holland is already full. We've got the other 2 parked up over there, ready to go and give them a hose down, a bit of a clean off, and we'll just go through everything else. Air filters, check oil filters, all those sort of things. We probably need to make a few adjustments to some of the internals as we are moving on from doing barley to canola, so just a little bit of a tweak there, probably to some settings. We'll go through and do all that. We'll get all the courses and everything all loaded up, ready to go for when we are able to start harvesting. We did have to buy a few thousand litres of diesel, and the way this girl is drinking it, we might have to buy a few thousand litres more. Not quite, 44 litres left, so we've just chewed through a better part of 2,000 litres of diesel into those 2 combines. So not a cheap exercise filling them up, particularly considering the current diesel prices. But we'll get over there. Let's take this one over as well. Find some space to try and squeeze in on the other side of the other Lexion. Hopefully we can make it through there. Might be a little bit tight. We'll make some space and we'll get this one cleaned off as well. Alright, we'll very quickly race through doing these. Shouldn't take too long. Pretty efficient with these pressure washers. Get pretty good at it after you do it enough times. We've been doing it for years. Know all the spots, all the nooks and crannies where the dirt sits, so we'll make sure we get in on all 3 combines and get them as clean as we can, ready for getting into that canola. Just like that, look at them sparkling. That yellow on all 3 combines is looking fantastic now, with all that dirt gone. So we'll get back into them, we'll go and get them all staged, set up and ready for when we start needing them next, which is not too far away. Well, there we are, all lined up, headers back on and ready to get going once we're good to go on that canola. So I'm going to park that there. We'll go and check out how FSG is getting on with the rolling. Well, there's the man. He is all finished in both of those fields. Done a stellar job, actually. Raced through getting those rolled. And, well, I'm assuming he's going to get things folded up. I suppose we don't actually have to. We could probably actually race down and go around the other end of the field and sneak across the end. No, he is getting it folded up. So, there we are. We'll have a chat to him and see what the plans are.
It's looking like a nice tidy yard behind you there, Args.
It is. Managed to get the combines cleaned off. There was a bit of diesel needed to go into a couple of them. Tidied up the header trailers. Just had a general clean-up around, which is good. You got through that rolling pretty quick.
Yep, that's 2 fields done. It's obviously the big field. I think we'll leave the big field though, won't we?
I reckon. I think, there's only 1.5% yield bonus for doing the rolling, so I think we're looking pretty good for getting some good yields off this, so we can let that one slide.
Yep, and we can dive into the canola next time we're here.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to that. It'd be good to get into that big field with getting the 3 combines up and moving on that. We'll just have to have a plan of attack for how we're going to tackle it with whether we're running grain carts or trucks or what we're going to do there.
That's right, maybe throw a bit of auto drive into the mix for a bit of fun.
Yeah, why not? Let's challenge ourselves.
Yeah.
It worked out alright last time we used it in this field with the auto drive for the grain carts, so.
It did indeed, actually, and that's us full circle, isn't it? That's us back to what we did in the very first episode, was combining.
Well, it does.
Field,
yeah,
so.
that's right, harvesting that big field. We have. Full circle, indeed. Well, it's a good place to finish things up for today, then.
Yeah, I think so. That was good. Nice and relaxed after the franticness of logging league last night.
That's right. Indeed it was. Pleasure as always. Hope it all goes well and you have a good week. We'll catch you again soon.
Likewise, mate. Take care. See you soon.
Indeed. Well, there we are. We're all wrapped up with another episode here on Hanna, Indiana. So, a couple of fields rolled, soybeans planted, yard tidied up, combines all ready to go for when we're going to get into that canola and get started on some harvesting. So, from the farm, some guy and myself, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed that episode, and we'll catch you in the next one.